Hey guys, and welcome back to playing Red Carpet Diaries Book 2, Chapter 4. It's the night of your big meeting with legendary Hollywood producer Victor Marmardi. What could he want to discuss? And I'm kind of afraid. I just want to drop this whole movie, go with Hunt, marry him, have babies. I need to calm down. Red Carpet Diaries 2. Let's get it, people. Chapter 4, I'll make you a star. No, stop, won't stop. Your first few days filming on location in Greek Isles were different, but so far Tommy folks seem happy with the outcome. Now you're on your way back to LA, where a meeting with the Victor Mamare awaits. We were so happy to serve you on today's flight. We'll look forward to doing so again in the future. I think I sleep better on private planes than I do in beds. You head out to the tarmac. Horn honks nearby. Chaz leans out the car window to wave at you. Buddy, Dakota over here. Sliding to the passenger seat, and Chaz zooms away from the airport, glances over his shoulder occasionally with a look of longing. Don't worry, Chaz, I promise you'll arrive one day. Well, Okay, yes, I'm totally jealous of your ultra luxury sky cruise. I'm holding you to that. I just have one requirement. It has to be on our way to a fabulous beach vacation together. Fiji work for you? Gotta get that Fiji water, though. I accept nothing less. Yeah, I'll just pencil in for literally any time you want. So I want to hear everything about the shoot dish. It went well overall, but it wasn't what I expected. What do you mean? Honestly, it was absolutely gorgeous. They're kind of ridiculous. I mean, it was kind of ridiculous. Let me say that. You should have seen the bikini Tommy had me a napkin weft cover more. We spent an entire day doing endless takes of me stepping out of the ocean because I was shaking my hair wrong. I know it's blockbuster, but seriously, they kept saying this role was empowering. I'm sorry, Dakota, that's seriously disappointing, but I know you're going to find a way to make it meaningful. I hope so. I just keep thinking, if I passed on working with OtomeOsaka just to parade around and swim word, can we drop the movie now? That better be the jet lag talking. This movie is going to be huge, and it will bump your career up to the next level, maybe permanently. If something else bothering you, it's not like you to be so down. Well, there was this actress on set, Apricot Persimmon. I still can't give her a fruit name. She's played Matt's second in command. Never heard of her. Yeah, well, she's heard of me. She came at me after me with fangs bared from the moment we met. It was like she hated me personally, and of course Tommy loved her. I guess it rattled me a little. She sounds like she has a serious attitude problem. I bet it wasn't even about you, probably. Because I know you, Dakota, and there's no way you gave her any reason to act like that. Exactly. I can't remember how I acted towards her. I think I might have been semi-nice. I don't even remember, honestly. At first, I thought it was something I did, but it felt like it just came out of nowhere. It sounds like she's super insecure and she tried to take it out on you, but that's not your fault. Try not to let her get to you. If she's as awful as she sounds, she's not so worth you wasting your energy on. True. Thanks, Chess. I knew you know what to say to make me feel better. That's what I'm here for, gorgeous, so where am I dropping you? Unless you like to run errands with me all day, I've got Dwayne The Rock Johnson brand coffee maker to return. That sounds enticing, but I'm supposed to meet up with Seth and Tasia. They're doing their first table read of The Show Must Go On, and they haven't cast a female lead yet. I basically forced them to let me read the part for them. I'm dying to see what Tasia and Seth are going to be working on. Amazing! Get a selfie with Josh Morello, okay? Look at you trying to up my social media game. I wouldn't be doing my job if I weren't. Before long, you pulled her outside the studio. Alright, Lily, this is where I leave you. Thanks for talking things through me, Chaz. You always make me feel better. The two of you hug and head inside. You barely made it through the door when you were swept up into another hug. You made it! I can't even begin to tell you how happy I am that you're here. Spoiler alert, people expect even more of you when there's no assistant in front of your director tile. If anyone's up for the challenge, it's you. See, I knew I asked you here for a reason. I need a hype woman. Happy to accept the position. So you know the drill. We're here to give Josh a chance to get a feel for his part. And for Seth, and I hear how everything's working together. And for me to get a chance to peep your new movie before anyone else. Feel free to just happen to mention how hilarious it's going to be too. Well, anyone you meet. I am your hype woman now. I'm pretty sure that's my sworn duty. You look around the room, a few senses have set up a table with scripts in front of every chair, but you don't recognize anyone else. Where's Seth? He has some last minute work to finish before the restart. He's not still rewriting, is he? Much more important than that. He's picking up the catering. There's no way we can manage without that. So really, this movie thing is all just elaborate rules to get a free lunch, huh? You figured this out. A few minutes later, Seth walks in, weighed down the trays of food. He takes them to the table, then runs over to you. If it isn't Iowa, we agree. Long time stranger. Josh arrives soon after. Dakota, I was worried they might have made you up as a ruse to get me here on time. But you're not here on time. Yes, but I was very close. All for you, of course. Worth almost showing up for it, the kind of words every woman dreams to hear. If we're all here, why don't we grab some food and get started? Everyone piles their plates high with scrumptious looking sandwiches and salads and finds a seat. Dakota, just to give you some basic background, this is a classic hit every roadblock comedy about a community theater production. I'm the playwright slash self-described sexy romantic lead of the play slash hack director slash talentless set design. How many slashes do you got? Slash delusional edge of a breakdown weirdo. Right up your alley. Okay, gonna have to ask, which part makes you say that? Everything. Obviously sexy, romantically, what else could I possibly meant? I always knew I liked you. We'll have tons of side gags and a lot of the over-the-top pompous monologues for Josh. It's gonna be amazing. But there's also serious pathos. I mean, it's inherent in the concept, right? His outsized need for this thing to be perfect to fulfill him. Sure, right, but mainly it's about the funny. Dakota, you're reading the young actress who's not the female lead in the play. She's desperately trying to sleep her way to the top of the community theater, but Joss isn't interested. So there's a lot of comedy in her role, too. Seth clears his throat, frowning slightly. But there's also real desperation there, a sense of being stifled, of wanting more. I suppose that makes sense. I'm sorry, Dad, Miss Silla said you're the one pushing this script away from pure comedy? I thought that was your whole thing. Not pushing it away. Overall comedy clearly is important to me that the jokes land. But this is my first solo screenplay. I need to show people that I have range. I mean, it's my only chance to make a first impression. It's my first start to finish movie too, you know. I never make a movie that I thought would pigeonhole me moving forward. I look back and forth between the two of them, unsure how this will play out. But then Seth shrugs and forces a laugh. I would say we're going for the last though. I mean, we have Josh Morello on board. And comedy's all about dealing with darker stuff beneath the surface. That's just a given. They both smell the tension seems to have passed. Should we get started? Ready when you are. Let's try your audition scene, Iowa. Page 10 in the script. You flip to the scene and dive into the read. That was excellent. I really liked how physical you got with the props. Uh, I don't know. You make an exaggeratedly pouty face leaning across the table to stroke Josh's shoulder. I've always been good with my hands. You make a purring noise in your throat and Josh looks absolutely terrified. The whole room bursts into laughter. That's great to come in. I wish we could cast you. I wish too. I don't know, I thought I felt a little one note. Sid and Tasia both look annoyed, but soon Tasia forces on a smile. Josh, today it's mostly about you getting a role, play around with your role a little. Since Dakota's just filling in. Any scenes you want to run through? I really want to try this set painting scene. What's going on there? Oh, it's the apotheosis to all the awkward come-ons. Josh asks his lead to help him paint sets, and she decides she'll body paint them. Wow. I'm canvas is naked? Yep, and she is mortified and literally run away from her, but also trying to keep the sets clean since she's dripping paint everywhere. That sounds hilarious. We'll feel for him. We'll hurt with him. I mean, she's threatening to explode everything he holds dear. Clearly notes the change in the atmosphere. Josh shrugs gradually. Sure, I'll be all those things while juggling with one hand, rubbing my stomach with the other. Joko, you up for it? Absolutely. Josh twists his face up into an expression of horrified shock. Oh, you decided. I suppose it's a way to express yourself. You try not to giggle, staring him down hungrily. I really want to dig deep for my art, really deep. Josh jumps in his chair, then picks up an imaginary brush, holding it towards you like it's a ticking time bomb. I mean, you still might want this for the detail work. You can't help but burst out laughing. Tasia joins in. That's all wrong. He has everything at stake. He could lose his lead, ruin the sets, the whole play might end. Josh, why don't you try again, Anne? What? That was great. Are you serious? I mean, yeah, he's trying to protect the sets, but this is a comic high point. We don't want to weigh it down with all that. Let's get an outside pain. Dakota, what you think? Oh my gosh. I honestly see both sides. It's such a funny scene, you definitely don't want to lose that. Exactly. But at the same time, this production means everything to the characters, and there's definitely room to work on that end. That's what I was trying to say. Ted and Tasia look at each other, faces stony. I think that just wound up annoying both of them. Well, I don't like taking sides. After a few seconds, Tasia smiles wildly and spreads her hands in the air. You know what? Let's take a few minutes. Everyone enjoy the food, then we can come back and try some more scenes. Josh and the crew members who came to do the read push back from the table, dispersing to various corners of the room to chat and eat. Yusuf and Tasia stay at the table. They glance at one another, but it looks like neither of them want to continue the disagreement. So, alright, what happened to be back? Not gonna lie, I was surprised you even had time for a small fry like us after filming for Tommy Phelps halfway across the world. What can I say? I like small fry. You're back so soon, though. Any reason? The production was banned from the country. Uh, what? I gotta save it for Tommy. That's a pretty big surprise. Yeah, I guess I don't like when you actually set the Parthenon on fire. You shrug, playing like you're confused. It was going to do in post, but we all agree it would just be so much more realistic to see the real thing. The Parthenon. I don't even know what that is. And the Acropolis had to make it impactful. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Once again, Dakota has played us, as always. That's why I was legitimately worried about your movie for a minute. How does she do it? All about knowing your audience. In this case, that audience is easy and Marks. Har har Arwa. Just never play me in 3-car Monte, okay? Deal. The three of you laugh and it feels like the last whiff of tension blows away. Actually, the real reason I'm back so soon is that Victor wanted a meeting. Victor as in Victor Marmarty. When do you even have time to get on the first name basis with all these people? I suppose when they handpick me for their projects? Good point, wonder what that's like. It's amazing though, I've heard a meeting with him is harder to get than a full set of Dragon Ball armor. What now? In Skyrim? Ah, I love Skyrim. You had to fully level up as a blacksmith and kill enough dragons to get the materials. I love you even more, Seth. So you're saying meeting one Hollywood's most powerful man is basically like a tough video game quest? Well, harder, obviously. I spent way more hours trying to be important enough for the Victor Marmartys of the world than I have at Skyrim. That's a little hard to believe. Okay, at least a few more hours, though. Basically, find a way to sneak me into the meeting inside your burst, yeah? If you can fit, I won't say no. Seth starts bending over Fox Katorian's body. He laughed at Taja's frowning thoughtfully. Taja, is something wrong? No, nothing wrong, but are you sure it's a good idea to meet with him? Are you kidding? I'll get my eye teeth for a meeting with Victor Marmarty. That reminds me, can you ask if he needs any eye teeth? Ooh, a pinky toe? I could spare a couple of those too. I think he's fine on teeth and toes. You don't think I should meet with him, Tasia? Asked Tasia. No, I wouldn't go that far. Tasia sighs heavily. It's just he's the kind of guy who can make a career. Or break it. I believe it. You think that's his plan? Not at all, but I think you need to be really smart about how you approach people with that much power. You approach them with teeth in hand, Tasia. We've already established that. She rolls her eyes. Assuming that's not your plan, Dakota, you might want to chat with Victoria before the meeting. She might have some advice. Why? Why do I have to go to Victoria? I don't like her. I don't want her as a friend. Don't do this to me. She might have some advice from the actress side of the industry to make sure you stay on the Meg half of the equation. So advocating for the teeth offer over here. The debut chat for a few more minutes. Tasia looks at Seth and raises an eyebrow. Ready to get back to this? Sure. We did say we just let Josh run through it however it feels right to him. We could get more specific notes once we're filming. That sounds like a great idea. Two of those small Tasia calls everyone back to the table. The rest of the reading goes smoothly by the end, everyone's laughing together. Alright guys, that's a wrap. Thank you so much, Josh, you were great. Pretty easy with material like this. And thanks to the code for running through the script with us. It really came to life. My pleasure. She did get to spend an entire afternoon with me after all. That's it for today. See you next week on set, team. Everyone dispersed except you, Tasia, and Seth. That was much more draining than I expected. Typical reads always are. Once you've been around a little longer, you know what to expect. You see Seth's jaw clench. You know what this afternoon calls for? A fierce chomp man session. Dakota, are any interest in coming to the barricade with me? Tasia puts her hands on her wrist, glaring outside for a second before turning to you with a smile. I was just going to ask Dakota if she wanted to join me at the pop-up cat cafe down the street. Cocktails and cats? I mean, no contest. I love cats, though. But no. I want Thomas Hunt. Both of those sound really fun, guys, but I should really prepare for this meeting with Victor Marmarty. Oh, sure, of course. Spend time acting like an adult who cares about her career. Why don't you? Do like I'm sure you'll do great. That's what I was going to say next, obviously. They frowned at each other for a second. Alright, well, bye, guys. Good luck with the movie. I know you're going to nail it. Hug each of them in turn before heading out. I was a little tense, or more like a lot tense. A car takes you back to your house. As soon as you get inside, you kick off your shoes and flop down the couch. Forget the Greek house. I can't believe I forgot how good it feels to just be home. I should really call Victoria. She has any advice for this meeting with Mom Marty? Well, I need all the help I could get. You dial Victoria. After a few rings, she picks up. Coda, to what do I owe the pleasure? Please tell me this means someone will be visiting me in this tragic apartment the production put me in. You should see the shower head. There's not even a massage setting options. Oh, well, boo-hoo, poor you. Actually, I have a meeting tonight with Victor Marmarty. Seriously? Damn, you are climbing the ladder. Hats off, I suppose. Thanks, I guess. Anyway, Tasia thought I should get your advice. You've been on this actor side of this industry a lot longer than I have. She seems to think my mother might be tricky to navigate. That's one way to put it. I'll go more with, he's a field of only landmines myself. No landmarks are full of literal crap. So you wind up mango and bleeding and also spatter with crap. Okay. That's graphic. What did he do to you? Not up to me personally, I just know his reputation. Details, please, now. Well, for one thing, he has a flash fire temper. Like, he would put even me to shame. I know an actor who made a joke about Victor's tux in the Audrey's after party. The next day, his contract was canceled. Wow. So don't make jokes. And he wasn't even working on one of Victor's movies. That guy has, that's how much power the guy has. Jeez, talk about not being able to take a joke. Yep. That's just the beginning. Once he showed up on the set for rom-com, made the male lead redo the scene so many times, the guy eventually broke down in tears. And of course, he basically owes all the major tabloids and the gossip sites. Dirty Hollywood is like his personal megaphone. The guy's like a massive hairy spider in a designer suit, sitting in the middle of his web, tugging on all the threads to make this town turn. Look, I'm starting to wonder if I should go at all. Well, you should. You're savvy. I'm sure you won't say anything deliberately offensive. It's just smart to know what you're dealing with before you head to the lion's den. What else do you know? Are there any topics I should avoid, or I don't know, sports teams I shouldn't rep? If you plan to show up to a meeting with Victor Marmar wearing a jersey, you're beyond my help to go to. You know what I mean. How do I stay on his good side? Honestly, I told you everything I know. We've never crossed paths personally, so this is all secondhand information. I would suggest strongly that you do stay on this good side. For everything I've heard, dealing with victim armor is less playing with fire, more juggling live grenades. And they're filled with... crap, right, we cover that. All sounds very reassuring. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ruin this for you. Whatever. It's a big, really big opportunity, and I'm sure you'll make the rest of it, or make the most of it. I mean, you convinced Marcus von Groots to hire you a one flimsy audition. Clearly you got some charm reserves. You have a point there. Just be on your toes. My mark can be difficult, and careers live or die by a say-so. Mr. Tori, this has been really helpful. Anytime. But like, not anytime. I got better things to do than be your diary substitute. Well, I never wanted your help in the first place. I'll keep that in mind. You hang up the phone. I guess I better get ready for the meeting with Victor. Step 1, in a tired roll of Tums. You get ready, stomach flaring with anxiety. Time seems to raise head. Before you know it, you're rushing out the door. We got this, people. You order a car or winds to the city streets to the Montmartre offices. Soon you pull up to the Tower Montmartre Pictures building, a behemoth of steel and mirrors. No big deal, just meet him with the man whose name is on the skyscraper. You get out of the car, a woman is waiting outside, a key card in hand. Dakota, so glad you made it. I'm Victor's secretary. Anita, would you follow me this way? Of course. She leads you to an elevator with a single button inside labeled executive. Do 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 do. Soon the elevator door opens to a huge office. Floor-to-ceiling windows offer views of all of LA. The decor is minimal, very piece of luxurious. The whole room exudes power. Sir, Dakota's here for your meeting. The huge leather desk chair spins slowly toward the door, and sitting there is... Dakota, so nice to finally meet you, Victor Marmarty. He stands and extends a hand. You take it and shake it. Hello, Victor. The pleasure's all mine. I certainly heard of... Don't start. Pleasure's all mine. You must not be from around here. No, actually, I'm from Iowa. Why do you say so? Because your manners are far too good for LA. I try. He laughs warmly. So far, things seem to be going okay. His secretary settles into the far corner, flipping open a laptop and tapping a few keys. Please take a seat. I hope you don't mind that Anita sits in. Of course not, wherever you prefer. Thank you for understanding. I like to have a record of all my important meetings, in case I need to check up on detail later. Always good to be organized, right? Exactly. At least in conspiracy. Not totally one, but it is at least 60% of the success of this little operation. He just around a giant office at the top of the skyscraper with his name on it. Sir, there's no need to. Oh, fine. Keep me honest. She's 75% at a minimum, maybe 8 on a good day. Are you sleeping well? He grins at her and she blushes, smiling as she taps away at the keyboard. I mean, it has to. He sits back in his chair and claps his hands together briskly. So no drink, liqueurs, champagne. Champagne, because that's all I'm drinking. That's why I always drink every but. He points at a vending machine in a corner filled with a dozen flavors of mineral water and several bottles of top-tier bubbly. I'm okay, thank you. Now let's get started. I want this to be informal. More like friends getting together for a chat than anything. No. With that in mind, do you have any questions for me? Why did you choose me for the... Why you wanted me? Don't say that. You don't know? I mean, not really. I've only starred in one movie, and this is so different from Tender Nothings. Honestly, anyone who could upstage Victoria Fontaine, I want to put in a Montmartre film immediately. Really? He smells leaning back and steepling his fingers together. The simple truth to go is you're an incredible talent. To most people, it probably looks like I'm in the business of making movies. Let me guess, you have a lemonade stand on one side, right? And funny too, you really are the total package. I mean, I'm making jokes and you don't hate it, so I'm honestly surprised. He chuckles warmly. I mean, I guess as long as I'm not insulting his suit. Don't let me say it. I'm really in the business of relations. I want to find the best people and nurture their talent. This isn't about one box office hit. It's a long game. Talent like yours? Well, I want Dakota on my team for the duration. That's very kind of you to say. It's just a fact. I'm confident that you, he points at you, raising a worried eyebrow, are an excellent long-term investment. You can't help but smile. This is going so much better than I expected. Now, something's about to pop off. I just know it. You lean back in your chair feeling more relaxed. That is until you hear a low growl from beneath the table. Animal? Dog? Is everything alright? Just a moment. Are you hungry? He bends down and pulls out. Is that? It's so cute! Knocks a lot. Do you have any other exotic pets? Because full disclosure, if there are any massive snakes hiding there, you should probably tell me now. Don't worry, we keep the Marmar offices completely snake free. He picks up the cat sitting on the slab and stroking his head absently. So cute, can I pet it? This little fellow wasn't my idea. But then how did you wind up with him? One of my directors has a thing for exotic pets, but not the upkeep they require. I helped him find new homes for the rest of the menagerie a few weeks back, but no one seemed to want this little guy. How is that even possible? He's adorable. Exactly what I said. So I agreed to take care of him until he could find a better home. Call me soft-hearted, but I couldn't let them just get rid of him. Would you like him? I'm honestly too busy to keep pets. Nope. Is it even legal to own an ocelot? Not for most people, but this guy has been raised specifically for the movies. He has a special certification. All his paperwork is done. Animal sanctuaries around here are too underfunded and overextended to take in the ocelot who spends his whole life as a house cat. It's unusual, of course, but this little guy needs a home. So adorable. Banana. So I'm sure I'll find someone who will want to take him home eventually. Oh, I'm sorry, little guy. It was wonderful to meet you. In person, your star quality is even more obvious. Now, Tommy tells me you're doing incredible work so far. That's good. That's so reassuring to hear. Wait until you see what he has in store for the rest of the film. You guys are going to have so much fun making it. I'm sure that's true. Do you have any other questions for me, Dakota? Like I said, this was really just a chance for me to let you know how excited I am that we're working together. But if there's anything I could do for you, say, to make your life easier and set, just let me know. No, I'm having a great time so far. Thanks so much for believing in me, Victor. This movie is an incredible opportunity. So glad you see it that way. He stands and you gather your things. You extend a handshake, Victor's. This is a pleasure. I can't have put it better myself. You're nearly out the door when he clears his throat. Oh no, the music stops. Don't do this to me. Oh, I almost forgot. Uh-oh. You turn, he's still smiling, but he's staring at you intently, eyes narrow. No. He's gonna threaten me, isn't he? Now that you're officially part of my Marty team, there are a few things I think you should take care of. Oh no. What sort of things? Want me to hide a dead body? Nothing major. Improvements really. Stars under the Mario banner are used to be the best after all. And they deserve the best. Okay. It's stars with management. I'm sure you'll be. No. I want to work with Chaz. I'm sure you'll be excited to hear you'll be working with Tad Princeton going forward. I'm not going to say this is a joke. I'm already perfectly happy with my representation. I'm sure you are. That's not the point. Tad's really top of the line. He'll handle everything for you. All the day-to-day details. Soon you'll wonder how you ever live without him. But I already have an agent. Chuck something right? Chaz Javelana. He's done an amazing job for me, and I really value his. Victor waves the hand through the air, dismissing you. Keep him on if you feel like doing some charity work. I'm not going to tell you how to divide your share of the pie. Okay. I've already spoken to my dear friend John Castle, and we all agree that this is for the best. I should have known Castle would sell Chaz out. Chaz could be your professional buddy or whatever else you want to pay him for. I mean, you're in the big leagues now. Tad is the best of the best. He's who we need run the Dakota show. But this isn't up for discussion. He stared at you, Swallow. He said his name was Tad Princeton. That's right, top-notch manager. I'm sure you'll love him. And you can see Dakota, can't you? He sits back down in his chair, spinning the chair around to face the city. What have I gotten myself into? Your meeting with Victor Marmari was going great until he informed you that he makes the rules. All of them, because he has all the power in all of the world. You're officially under new management, whether you like it or not. Find out what else Marmari has in store for you in the next chapter of Diaries. I knew something was going to pop off because the meeting was just going too well. Like, I really expected him being like, okay, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to... Oh my goodness, can I quit? Like, can I seriously quit this movie? Can I quit this being under Victor Marmari's little friend group? Can I just work with Thomas? Like, can I just still be with Chaz, please? Like, why do I have to go through all this? We should be given an option to just say no. We should be given an option to just let us do whatever we want to do. But that's not how these games work. This is not how these books work. It's all about following this one path, and you're forced to do it, and there's nothing you can do. So, my rant aside, I'll see you guys next week for the next chapter of Red Carpet Diaries. So see you then. Bye bye.